Peace. You're tuned in to BTV. Black Education Empowers True Vision. Subscribe to the channel for history, hip hop, and current event topics. Up next, we have for you the Hip Hop Hour featuring Hellraiser. This is just part one, so make sure you're liked and subscribed so you don't miss part two. Happy Woo Wednesday. Peace.
Wu-Tang, that's it. We the clan. Hellraiser, he was the baby though. Always remember that. That's the baby for the whole thing right here. And now he raising it all up, man. I love you, man. And we still going to the top. And y'all watch out. Papa Wu, my book is finished. It's Papa Wu and the Birth of a Clan. We got the Dirty movie coming. It's in the making right now. And we got a lot of things that Wu-Tang is going to keep doing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we legends, man. I'm going to say peace.
Peace. Peace. Love you, Pop. Nice.
Yeah. BTV Productions, the Cultural Preservation Station. Tune in. Tune in. Hey, yo. Black education, cultural preservation. Tailor BTV because elevation. Tune into the station, we rockin' the whole nation. That's right, we rockin' the whole nation. Prep the new generation for mental activation. Tailor BTV's the new sensation. Stop the hesitation and learn something new. My girl Taylor B's here to show and prove.
Welcome to BTV's Hip Hop Hour. I'm the Queen Teller B, bringing you the authentic hip hop scene. Make sure you like this video, comment, share, subscribe to our channel for hip hop content, history, current events, and more. And so you don't miss any content that we bring your way. Today, we have a true legend on the show. He is hip hop royalty, a cultural icon that epitomizes the phrase from tragedy to triumph. Today on BTV, we honor his legacy and his present day accomplishments, giving him flowers, respect, and gratitude for the amazing music, accomplishments, hurdles, and barriers that he has broken to be one of the most consistent dating back to 1994 to present. That's over 3 decades game. This is very special to me, and I am beyond honored to have him on my platform officially. Although he is really there the whole time from the beginning, his appearance on the show is way past due, and there's no time like the present, which is humanity's gift to simultaneously create history while shaping the future. I am more than honored to bring the hip hop community, my brother, my friend, teacher, mentor, Hellraiser, Master MC, original member of the Wu Tang First Family affiliate legendary group Sons of Man, a co founding member of Black Market Militia, the Maccabees, Thug Angels. He has over 1 million all time plays on Apple Music, over 1 million streams on Spotify, 26 albums on Amazon in France and the European market. Razah has transcended the music industry, building his empire globally. He is a true visionary, entrepreneur, the president of Hellraiser Music Inc., founder and president of Ghetto Government Officials. He is the founder of a six clothing line and a merch empire, Renaissance Apparel. He is an actor, director, and writes an impressive IMDb profile, a true legend and an icon in the culture who encompasses not only musical gifts, but he is also affluent across all creative and artistic genres. A leader, someone who inspires others and identifies the greatness in them. I am an example of that firsthand, as so many others are. He has inspired so many people, providing them an opportunity to showcase their greatness. My big brother first, my friend, a mentor, a teacher. I want to welcome him officially to Teller BTV, Hellraiser, aka Heaven Razor, aka El Raziel, Razor Rubies, also known as the Renaissance Child. Welcome, Kings Up and Wings Up, bro. Welcome to BTV officially.
Thank you for that powerful introduction, beloved, my beloved sister goddess. I love you. Thank you for that, because you know we gotta reintroduce ourselves because we're in a new era right now. And certain
Absolutely.
people may not even know. They may not even know that much work was put in because they may just heard something recently from me. And thank you for
Right.
the update, because I like to see my family progressing in what we're doing. We ghetto government officials worldwide. We global. Wings up. Support Taylor B platforms.
Thank you, brother.
BTV of the family is the media platform for the family. So make sure y'all support, share this video, comment, and pass it on to whoever in your phone contact list. The word out. We ain't got a
Absolutely.
lot of time. It's about to happen. So y'all better get ready.
That's right. When you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. So that's what we want our family to do. And that's why we do the things that we do to make sure the family stays ready so they don't got to get ready. Right, bro?
Straight factory.
So I want to really welcome you to BTV and just let you know before we even start and get into these questions, that I love you and I want you to know that you're really appreciated and loved. I want to give you your flowers now because you're one of the most consistent, highly creative, intelligent, you thought provoking, one of the most artistic beings who actually cares about other people. You want other people to genuinely win and succeed. And you recognize the greatness in people. And I want to make sure that we recognize it because this industry, to me, that's what this industry lacks people of your caliber, of your character. They're far and few between in the industry. So we want to just make sure that you know how much you're appreciated and that we really give you your flowers and show you your love because you put in the work.
Thank you so much for that because for real, it's better to have these things while you can still like. It's almost not been alive, so you want to be able to hear this kind of stuff while you living. You don't want to hear about it when you in the coffin when you can't hear it.
Exactly. And that's why I wanted to do the show. And that's why it was so important for me to do it now. This year marks 10 years that I've known you and 10 years that me and you have been working together. That we really met in 2014. And that's when we started kicking it off. And it's 2024. So I'm
Already.
just grateful and appreciative to be in the last decade of the 3 decades of work that you already put in. I'm grateful to be in that last decade of it. And truly, that last decade I've been in all of you, just knowing everything that you've been through and knowing your story. You're just like an amazing person with amazing perseverance, with an incredible work ethic that's second to none. So thank you for that. That's being an example for everybody else and showing everybody else the right way to go about things. You know what I'm saying?
You're welcome, Queen. Because see, that's what it's all about. See, we function as a family,
Hmm.
and see, the majority of people want to be selfish, want to go for death, and I'm doing this by myself and that's you ain't gonna get nowhere like that. I don't play that. And if it comes to something, they're like, oh, we're gonna be taping the film and then taping. I'm like, bring my family coming. That's who's gonna be doing the taping.
And that's dope. And that's what I love about you. You're down for family, and family is really important to you. But we'll get into all that. But before we get started, I want to play a real quick clip. This is Papa Wu. May he rest in peace. I want to play this clip for us real quick.
That Wu-Tang, that's it. We the clan. Hellraiser, he was the baby though. Always remember that. That's the baby of the whole thing right here. And now he raising it all up, man. I love you, man. And we still going to the top. And y'all watch out. Papa Wu, my book is finished. It's Papa Wu and the Birth of a Clan. We got the Dirty movie coming. It's in the making right now. And we got a lot of things that Wu-Tang is going to keep doing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we legends, man. I'm going to say peace.
Peace. Peace. Love you, Pop. Nice.
Freedom. That was my last time with him, man, and that was a wonderful time because you was with us. We won that time.
Yes, you guys won, and you won several times. So we're gonna get into that. And I just wanted to play that to show
Yo, you always
and
made me
prove to
cry because I
people.
didn't expect that, and
Yeah.
that to see him right there is wow.
Yep.
Gone but
Yep.
not never forgotten.
Gone but never forgotten. So throughout the show, Reza, I'm going to be dropping little gems and little treats like that on you. And I really want to give a shout out to Queen the Prophet. That's my sister. She's the queen, the first lady of GGO. And I really want to take my hat off to her. I really love you guys. We have a great relationship. We always have. We're family.
Hmm?
Without the queen's assistance, I wouldn't have been able to pull off some of the things that I have in store. So I want to make sure I salute the queen and say peace to her. And I'll give you a chance a little bit later to talk about the queen, about her and her tremendous role in your recovery. We'll get into that in a minute. And I just want to take people back to me and Razah's. So back in 2014, which is after Razah had his aneurysm, it was after that, I had started the Wu Tang the Swarm Facebook group. And I really started the group to help me because I was grieving my sister. She had died that year in March, and I really was grieving her. So I had started the Wu Tang the Swarm group to take my mind off of that and to get me into doing something else. And I was just doing it out of the love, off of the strength. And Razah and the Queen recognized me through that group and through that kind of promotion, if you will. It wasn't any type of official promotion I was doing, but just sharing it as a fan and my love for hip hop like that. And that's how I really got, really, I'll say, discovered by Razah. And ever since then, once I had a conversation with them on the phone, it was history, as they call it. So I'm very grateful to that. I'm grateful to be a part of the GGO movement. which is a strong collective. 3 decades in the game. I'm grateful to be a part of that last decade as always. And just salute to you, brother. I just want to make sure that this show is to honor you, give you your flowers, let you speak on anything that you want to speak on, that you feel like you want to speak on. You can get it out here on BTV.
Nice. I'm humbled by that introduction.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen, for
Yeah.
the acknowledgement. Because a lot of people don't
Yeah.
be knowing. And Google
Hmm.
ain't the best way to find things nowadays. It's AI
Right.
control. So if you
Right.
sometimes don't go to the damn library and find out, you ain't gonna know.
And not only that, if you look on there and look at Google, they could have a, like you said, they could have an AI bot up there posing as you or posing as somebody
Nobody
saying
won't
something.
even know.
They wouldn't even know. All right, so let's get into this. So first of all, how are you doing mentally, spiritually, and physically? Tell the people how you're doing and how you're progressing.
I'm getting stronger. And it's been like going to the gym. When you go to the gym, you go to work out, I've been mentally in the gym. I've been in the mental gym, getting stronger,
Right.
working out, with finding out my weaknesses and making them my strengths now. And just constantly staying focused on the strong parts of things and not being distracted by social media. Certain things these things are built for distractions. Because
Yes.
you always on the internet, but you don't spend time with family.
Right. You don't spend time with family and you're not getting anything done that's constructive or creative to
Exactly.
better yourself.
It's no more essential no more. You do nothing essential for yourself no more. Like you go to read, you're going to go to grab your phone. What happened to going to the library? Yo, the libraries is empty right now.
Hmm.
We have people
I
die
al-
for us to read.
I was writing a note for my daughter and I was going to write it in cursive and I felt myself having an issue with writing it in cursive and I'm like, "Dag, I haven't used cursive writing in so long." It's really true. If you don't use it, you lose it. So like those things that we take for granted. I know you talk about this in your recovery, things that people take for granted every day. You have to think about them and make sure you're doing them right and consciously make sure you're making that right decision there where people will take it for granted of a
For
daily
real, for real,
activity.
for real. And
Hmm.
don't start to worry about it when it's gone. Because then
Right. That's too late then.
it's too late
So
then.
physically, how you doing? How's your therapy coming along?
Physically, therapy, I'm speaking. I couldn't talk 10
Hmm.
years ago. I couldn't even talk. Like for
Yes,
me to have a straight conversation is amazing to me because
it
I couldn't
is.
do that.
Hmm. And I
Like we're
think
going
that
back.
goes to your heart. You're such a hard worker. Your hard work and perseverance has gotten you to the level you are now.
That's the truth. That's what got me through. Like when I was in therapy, I wasn't there to play around and
Hmm.
be distracted, and so I was there working because that's the only
Yeah.
way you're gonna see some results. You got to put the work in. See, a lot of people they want the benefits, but they don't want to put the work in. When it comes down to sitting down, put the work in, they don't want to be like it take for me to be back to my mental capacity that I was in the beginning. I got to put the work in. Take
Yeah.
work. It take a lot of work, even for the stay spiritually on point too, because there's so many distractions out here that you be worshiping or doing all kinds of things.
Hmm.
Because they say, hey, you can do whatever you want. You can believe whatever you want here. You can do the
Yeah.
Baphomet, do whatever you want. And see, that's not real. That's not real. See, people need structure. You need laws and structure because if not, you'd be out of control.
And that's what the world looks like is going toward, like that out of control, total anarchy, especially with the influx of those immigrants too.
Yes, because they
And
keep
they're pretty
saying they keep saying to
much.
things that you need to be told no to. And it's not it's not recognized until it start causing problems. Yeah. Because see, it's a lot of things that we suffer from. Like the kids are suffering from no fathers at home because you know why? Because you wanted to put on the radio a bunch of shoot 'em up drug dealing music, and now all the drug dealers end up in prisons, locked away from their families, their children. They can't see them for over 30, 20 years. According to the radio, gangster hip hop and all that destroyed our nation, man.
Do you think that's the turn that destroyed hip hop was the gangster era? And a lot of people
What it
attribute
did,
that
what
to the
it kind
NWA
of did,
era.
it destroyed the conscious part of it. It
Hmm.
destroyed because it came just at a time when people started to go. Hip hop is starting to get smart now.
Hmm.
See, you had the college kids starting to rap, so that's not what it was supposed to do. So now they like this is starting to change people. They starting to wear these clothes. It had a lot of influence that nobody knew it had
Hmm.
until it took over. And then once it took over, then they wanted to put hands on it, and every Coca-Cola, everybody want to get involved. Pepsi, everybody's in it. Hey, could you make a rap for us? We'll pay you because now they see how powerful it is.
Yeah, and I also think that was the opportunity for the society at large to take control of hip hop and repurpose it in the message that they wanted to put out there instead of the conscious message that we were actually making. They saw that as their opportunity to slide in and be like, okay, there's this other side of it. This is our opportunity to destroy them with this part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make
Because
this part more powerful. Right.
hip hop used to be a rapper, a DJ, and two dancers.
Mhm.
Once you see that disappear, it became jail time and stuff like that. Like you like, yo, where's your favorite rapper in jail? Like every other day, another rapper locked up, or you got to be dead to be famous now.
Mhm.
You want to sell a
Or you
million
gotta be
records
do or you gotta be doing something to humiliate yourself to be
to get it.
famous.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I remember there was a time in the '90s when we was talking. You remember everything was like the Y2K was coming, the world's gonna end. That era was there. So we used to
Mhm.
talk. We used to talk about this here and now, and they like that would never happen. Nah, that's not true. And this was like '95. We was talking about this stuff. Like we were talking about
Mhm.
Illuminati, New World Order in '94, '95. The whole game
Right.
thought we was crazy. They're like, "What the hell is this New World Order thing y'all keep talking about?"
You
Once it
guys were
started,
on it way before everybody else. Yeah.
and then it started playing out. It started to come out in the music, and then they're like, "Oh, this stuff is starting to be for real now." Like Tupac
Mhm.
named his album "Don Kill Illuminati." So he went to
Mhm.
war against the machine. He said, "Now we got to destroy this thing. We can't just see." See, it's funny because it became a time where that spirit, right, that revolutionary spirit, they
Mhm.
calmed that down. They said we got to put that out, put that light out, because
Yeah.
that's what conscious hip hop started to do. You get
Mhm.
that coming in. The Tupacs, they
Mhm.
started arising. So they're like, nah, we can't have that. We can't have that. Put them in jail. They got together and said, how are we gonna do this and control this music? And they used it to control and put half the population of the people in prison. You don't see a lot of
Right.
people now because they put them in jails already. And
That's true.
music played a big part of that because you see rappers in big cars and jewelry. So you like, oh, I want that car, I want that jewelry, I'll do anything for you. So you're not willing to do whatever you want, whatever somebody tell you to do to get it now. Yo, that car is crazy. So and so got it. So now you into that because you seen your favorite idol with it, and now you're gone. That was the distraction
Mhm.
they wanted to happen because it was making people smarter.
Right.
They was getting more conscious about things, about social issues.
About
That's the
yeah.
problem. They're like these niggas are getting too smart about the social issues now.
Yeah, you got your era was teaching people about social equality and the lack thereof for our community and teaching knowledge of self to ensure that we could create our own social equality,
Yeah, because then once
and
we
they
started to
shut
do
that
that, they
down.
pushed in the crystal. Next thing was
Mhm.
crystal. Everybody popping crystal bottles, and it was crystal.
Yeah, and I wanna point this out too because around that time back in the 90s, there was a time where, the time where Wu-Tang was up against Puffy and Biggie in that sense where they didn't really that type of music. And now look at the industry. It's like we were right all along. Not that we ever had a doubt that we were right about that type of music. That because that
You
type of
know,
music really to me killed the industry.
and
That
check out how they did it. They removed that music, right? And now you got
Mhm.
rappers in lipstick with lipstick on and high hat and pocketbooks.
And
So
dresses.
now you sat back and took remove the conscious music. Look what happened. Look what happened to the game. And now you got rappers with lipstick, fingernail polish on. It's crazy. It's
Mhm.
crazy. And then that's due to
Mhm.
the music that's being pushed. That's being pushed. And this is being pushed on Kids too, because if you're not a parent, a lot of people got kids, but they're not parenting them.
Mm-hmm.
They just have kids, but they don't sit there
Mm-hmm.
and teach them and educate them. You have to
Right.
educate your children. You can't just have them and think your job is done. Oh, I think I'm done now. Nah, you
Yeah, you
ain't
got to
done.
pour
You
into
got a
them.
whole you got a whole party to do now.
Right. There's a whole second act. Having them was the first act. There's a whole second and third act to that.
Mm-hmm. And
Mm-hmm.
they thought it was over after that. It's not. That's just the beginning now. Now it starts to
Mm-hmm.
work. The work starts.
Mm-hmm.
It gets real. And see, and then once they did that, and then they put in the fake music. Then everybody was whatever, use a fake mafia, mob boss, or some kind of shit. So now
Mm-hmm.
anything that wasn't conscious was accepted. Like they looked at us like, y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all niggas call yourself the sons of man. We like, yeah, man, we ain't on all that shit. We write scriptures and we spit prophecy, man. And we was different. We was different. And coming in the town that we came, it was odd. But now it's like
Mm-hmm.
everybody's a different form of that kind. They broke off into that. Y'all was a pinnacle in this era. Conscious hip hop
Right.
is it's like going to school and learning. You get something out of going. You went to school. There's no way you go to school of hip hop and don't learn nothing.
A lot of
Hip
these
hop.
new artists, though, but that's the problem. A lot of these new artists didn't even go to hip hop school. They just are either like to me. I think a lot are scouted by these companies, the industry companies, and their plants, and they're planted to. They may rhyme or whatever, but they're planted to rhyme and do an artistic message that benefits the
Hmm.
industry.
Yeah, because what a lot of these MCs are industry plants. They sit there and put them in there to
Mhm.
control a certain narrative. Because once they realize the power that's coming from something, they want to control it. They're like, nah, we got to
Right.
control that.
Take us back, Razor. Take us back to growing up in Red Hook houses in Brooklyn. Talk
I
about your
was like,
upbringing there and how that influenced your music.
I was the youngest sibling out of five.
Right.
Two brothers, two sisters, and I was the baby brother. And my oldest brother was how I got the influence of music. Because him and my cousin Vandy C was a DJ. He was a DJ. He used to DJ for 91.5, a radio station, and I think that was a college in New York. So he used to take
Mhm.
my brother to these shows and to the radio. So my brother would be like, "Tape." This is when you had radios. So you know,
Yes.
like Mr. Magic, you had the tape. You had to use a little piece of paper to hold the button,
To
and
record over
then
the tape. Yeah.
you had to put it in there to
These
be able to
youngsters don't know
record.
nothing about that, bro.
Yo, I'll be telling, I'm like, yo, y'all got so much advances that we didn't have. It's not even funny, yo.
Right.
If you didn't make it in the house by 9 o'clock, certain time, you missed hip hop. You missed the whole
Right.
show. Mr. Magic done went off already. It happened already. And see,
Yeah.
and then I used to, sit there and watch him. I was getting inspired by that. Plus, the neighborhood used to tell me, like, yo, what's up? You gonna rap next like your brother? So I used to be like, why they keep saying that? So
Mhm.
then I started getting involved into the talent shows. So that was the beginning. I was like, okay, let me see what's going on. Because I used to rap in school, in the hallways and the lunchroom. I used to rap
Mhm.
in school. So once that started, then it became more and more something I began to do.
Mhm.
And then I started doing in my neighborhood around Project, we have a day called Old Timers Day. And Old Timers Day is when that's my brother's, like, he used to rock Old Timers Day. So I used to
Mhm.
be outside, like, yo, like, I was a fan. Yo, you murdered that. I see you when you go in the house. I didn't know this part of you. So it's like you get to see Bruce Wayne when he's not Batman. So I'm like, okay, I didn't know you do all that. And now, then I used to watch, I was like, okay, that's what he'd be doing. So then I started picking up. I was like, okay, because then I was like, okay, he's righteous. So now I'm like, what is this stuff, this righteous stuff? Because as a kid, you don't know. So now I'm like, what does he talk about? They righteous. So now I used to watch it. Then him and his brother, his friends, they used to have these ciphers. So I used to sit there and listen to them as a little kid. So I'm listening, picking up like they I don't know, they talk different. They talk different from the people I know. And this is different. So I used to study these guys. And then I used to copy it. Okay, so and then I found out it was a real thing then. Then I'm like, okay, now you gotta know the whole thing. You can't do it like that. So like they was doing, it was like serious. So now, okay, now this is not something you play with. You gotta be for real about it. So then once that came, I locked up twice. And from there, when I was in there, I bugged out for the first time, and then I was like, "What the hell am I even doing there?" And then they like certain people was like, "Yo, you don't need to be going that route. Yo, you got mad talent. You don't even need to
Right.
be doing all that, yo." So then these are older street niggas. So I'm like, if they telling me that, these niggas know the game. So it's not like
Mm-hmm.
some little niggas telling me that. This is older niggas. So they're like, nah, yo, you ain't nah. We want to see you make it, yo. So I'm like, wow, like, I didn't even know. So then when I got out of that situation, from now I'm like, okay, now I know the direction I should be going.
Mm-hmm.
Then once I got back from that, I had my firstborn. I had to be about 17. I had my firstborn son. Now I got
Mm-hmm.
signed to Wu-Tang. I was like 14. I was a little kid. Like me and Sean
Mm-hmm.
was the babies, yo. We was like little kids at the time. And so then once that started to happen, I'm like, this is not just fake stuff now. This is the real deal now.
Mm-hmm.
It became the real deal. And then I'm like, okay, now I gotta change up my ways and how I move. And now having a son, I'm like, I gotta provide for him. So now my mind started thinking. So then I got to a point where I take it as a hobby. See, a lot of people are hobby rappers. They don't know it yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hobby for you. This is not a hobby thing, yo. This is
Mm-hmm.
you can make a now they see like when we started, we didn't know you could make billions of dollars and make a living off of it. It was just music for us. We was having
Mm-hmm.
fun doing music, just doing what we knew how to do. Then once it got the business people came, then they taught you stuff you didn't know. So now you're like,
Right.
wait, this is worth money?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now this is a whole different ball game now. So it changed a lot. It changed a lot of perspectives on things. And
Mm-hmm.
then it got more serious about things.
Yeah. So tell
And
me, you brought up Old Timers Day. When's the last time that you attended one?
the last time I believe for me was in my
Mm-hmm.
movie.
Yeah.
That was 2018, I believe. And you know why? Like for me to film a documentary on my life, to not have that
Mm-hmm.
in it would have pissed me off. I'd have been all the way mad, all the way
Right.
upset, and all the way mad. I said, "There's no way I'm gonna do a documentary on my life story and not have Old Timers Day in it." If you watch
Right.
Riz, we filmed Old Timers Day because there's no way you in that neighborhood and don't know about that and don't go to that or that's anybody music involved in Rare know about that.
Dope. That's
It's a
dope.
big event for that neighborhood. And they try to it's so funny because they try to rename they call that shit Liberty Heights for a minute.
Was that the gentrification of it?
Yes, because then they came after.
I
See,
can
you know
tell
what's
with
so
that name.
funny? Let me tell
Yeah.
you how they
That
moved.
name gives it away.
They came in after 9/11. And then we're gonna go, they tricked the people, we're gonna clean it up. We gotta clean it up over here. Next thing the cleanup became, we're gonna clean the name too. This is not Railroad no more. This is a Liberty Heights now. And
Mm.
then it costs like 1,500 for a apartment over there now to live. That's
Wow.
crazy. That's insane.
It's
Insane.
wow. Yeah. Those prices are crazy.
Yeah,
They
see,
want
that's
people to
how
be
they get.
homeless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they push
Yeah.
it because you know what? You're gonna be living in a smart city before you know it.
Yeah.
That's the whole plan. They're gonna kick everybody out these places and they're gonna move them right into smart cities. Get used to that word and get used to this happening because this is why things is happening the way it's happening right now. I live on purpose. It's not that's
Right.
not by accident. It's too much,
Hmm.
too much. You gotta have 4 jobs to live right now.
And it's not by accident also that they're doing the legislation that they're doing to try to ban and block TikTok because that's going to spread to the rest of the social media forums and it's going to lead to help them to implement the social credit score and all of that. So we all
Yes,
think
because the
that we
digital
have all this
ID
freedom on.
is
Yep,
coming is
they think we
coming.
have all this freedom because of social media, but no, it's actually our cage if
Yes, and it's
people
a
did the
box.
knowledge on it.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
gonna be a box they're gonna lock you in. So
Yep.
be prepared to start doing things on your own again. And because if you get too comfortable with the computers doing the stuff for you, what is it called, the series and all that stuff, them things coming,
Alexa.
yeah, they're gonna take the jobs from you, yo. I
Yeah,
forgot
they
what store I
already.
was. Yeah, I think it
Hmm.
was Walmart. Walmart ain't had no cash register. You
Yeah, it's
just
all
check out.
self-checkout.
Yeah. I said, wow, these niggas just eliminated niggas' jobs. I'm like, that's crazy. And you got that happening, and then you got them. They opening borders right now. The border is wide open where
Yeah. They're
illegals is coming
flooding.
through. Exactly, they
Yep.
coming through here
Mm.
so fast. They get ready to
And
take
we know
everything.
that they're flooding all the illegals in our cities. I did a show about that a couple weeks ago with Mighty Hebrew. And speaking of Mighty Hebrew, let's take a pause for a minute and let me play a video for us. Here we go, Razah.
Shalom Bahashim Yahweh Hakudish Israel. Live and direct on BTV. This the Mighty Hebrew. Straight from the slums of Philly. Now living in Tanzania, East Africa. Giving a shout out to Razah Hellraiser, aka Heaven Razah. We love you, bro, for all the contributions that you brought forth for hip hop. Sons of Man's finest. Hellraiser. Hebrew Israelite sovereign nationalism has risen.
Thank
There
you
we
so
go.
much, family. Thank you so much, Toda Rabah, for that, family. Because see,
Absolutely.
it's like it's certain things people don't know. We've been opening this gate for people to get influenced. Like they bugged out, oh, Kanye is an Israel. If you go back to our video, The Plan, we dropped The Plan. That was on the Sons of Man, the last show, first album. The video, The Plan, we shot that, we filmed that in Miami. We had real Israelites in that video. Some people caught it, but certain people didn't know. They're like, yo, I see watching your video. I see the Hebrew Israelites in there. I said, you did, because they was there with us. And it's funny because on that video shoot, it was funny because we a few things. We seen UFOs for the first time. I seen a UFO for the first time in my life, and I was blown away by that. And then I pointed it out to people. I'm like, did you just see that? And they're like, yo, what are y'all bugging? Y'all bugging. Y'all ain't nothing right there. So me and Priest, yo, what are they talking about? Yo, there's a whole thing right there. They don't even see it. So we done. We know what to do. We keep it going. So then we shot The Plan. We did that video out there. We was on Speedboat. It was one of those action. It was an action video.
Yes.
And a matter of fact, Marcus Nispel is the one that shot that video. And Marcus Nispel did Michael Jackson's, I think he did one of his biggest videos. He's the truth. And that's why that video looked the way it looked. Because they like,
real professional, yeah.
They're like, we're gonna go with you guys, Earth, Wind and Fire, Wyclef, and Old Dirty Bastard. We need this to look like that.
Yes.
So that's then it would start pricking me. Well, what you want to think about for the? I'm like, can we get on that now? Can we get on the UFO? Now I start thinking, I would like to be inside a UFO and this and that. So when they start telling me that we could really put that together, I'm like, I don't think that's true. Now, next day they really doing it. So now I'm like, we're gonna be doing this all like this. This is crazy now.
Peace. Thank you for tuning in to part 1 of the Hip Hop Hour with Hellraiser. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel to tune in to part 2. Share the video with your friends and have